Deprogramming and Reprogramming You, Part 5. This large circle represents the mind. You are the controller of the mind. You get to do the thinking. You get to control what type of thinking you will allow, positive or negative thinking. If you allow ignorance, then you're allowing negative thinking. You're then promoting anxiety into your mind and also your body. This brings on bad emotions, which results in disease and illness. But if you make a paradigm shift and not allow ignorance, then you will prevent the negative thinking. Allow knowledge by finding out what you need to solve or study. Then study it, solve it. You will then understand it. You can create the life that you want. You can create the life that you really want. People allow stuff into their lives and do not care to get educated on a subject, and then they worry about things that they are not educating themselves about, and this causes worry and doubt, which leads to fear and then anxiety. Then they treat themselves with painkillers, they drug themselves. It is a sad case of affairs. But when you don't know any better because you've been indoctrinated, I'm not making excuses for people, I'm just explaining at how it is. The way out is to face what it is that is making you worry. Educate yourself and allow your mind to change things. People suppress this issue and bottle it up, even more unhealthy for you. This then turns into depression. The depression will eventually cause your body to break down into a disease. Disease turns into disintegration. You cannot simplify it more. But we've been fed the idea that we catch things, or it is genetic, or you were born with it. We never observe that stress that we put ourselves through when we do not control our thinking, when we do not control our reaction to things. Your paradigm has been programmed to allow negative thoughts. It creates ignorance, worry, and doubt. It is the subconscious, so it cannot reject things because it cannot think for itself. It is reactive. You need to take back the charge and control of your mind and change your paradigm. It's time to reprogram. Reprogram using knowledge, education, and responsible thinking. Knowledge is understanding. There is only one way to get to understanding, and that is by educating yourself. This is called study. You can do it with books, research, documentaries, videos, but it needs to be done so as to take the knowledge and turn it into understanding and then reasoning. What comes next is application. You will then learn how to win. This can then be in whatever area you need to go in. This is for health or for well-being and of course wealth. These are all advancements in your life, and you have to advance in your life so as to win. Not go backwards, not stay the same, but go forward. Winning brings about a feeling of well-being. People that are in a state of well-being are energized. They move faster than those who are suppressed. They are not being positive for positive sake. They understand what they are doing. They have proven systems that manage their lives. They use systems so as to manage their lives because they understand that they work. Here are some self-improvement systems: time management, projects and products, To-do lists, in other words, battle plans, gradients, laws to live by. Of course, they have tried them out, proven them to be effective, became experienced from them, and therefore they use them. That is their understanding, and that is then their way forward. When you find something that works for you, then you stick with it. When something does not work, you find out why it does not work, and then you correct it. It's a no-brainer, but it has to be said. Both successful and unsuccessful people are playing the same game in the same universe. There is not luck in understanding. It's just that the successful person uses his or her mind to change their paradigm and not let BS get into their lives. When BS starts to come in, they detect it immediately and put a stop to it. This is experience and understanding. Unsuccessful people allow the negative thought to influence their subconscious mind, and they therefore get a bad result. Successful people do not allow negative thoughts to influence them. They see the negative thought. They are able to face it, in other words, not shy away from it, and handle it. See the positive and negative thoughts video from this channel that deals with this. And here is the clincher. Knowledge plus study leads to understanding. Then there is some faith or trust in what we are doing because we have done it many times before and been successful. This turns into well-being, which is expressed and is then accelerated. That is to say that the well-being is accelerated because successful people are at ease. Good vibrations, call it what you will, but this is how it happens. Well-being has been measured at 528 Hertz. This is not woo-woo, it is part of this universe. Energy flows freely into your mind, filtered by you in a positive way. No major blocks or negative thoughts or fear, no ignorance, just understanding, resulting in the successful person being at ease. The successful person can then create, causing creation, not disintegration. Disintegration causes disease, creation causes life and living. It's your choice. Ignorance, fear, and anxiety leading to disintegration and disease, or knowledge, understanding, well-being, expression, acceleration, at ease, and creation. There is a constant input coming into you that can influence your thinking, but now you know that you must let this go through your filter system of you. Your conscious thinking needs to clarify what is coming in and decide what can either be accepted and use it to positively influence you and your body, or reject it because you consider it negative, a negative thought that you do not need. This is an important point to observe because you should not allow negative thoughts to influence you. In fact, don't allow anything into your thought process that will not benefit you. The internet is a brilliant source of information that is available to us nowadays. However, it is flooded with nonsense and too much noise, too many distractions. So this is where you need to use your intelligence and experience to see what you will allow into you to influence you. In my experience, I dismissed 99% of all the news that was coming into my area. I was then relieved of so much useless information. This freed up lots of time for me. I no longer allowed myself to view these news channels. It removed most of the negative information. In my opinion, most news is just a dramatization of useless information. It's a paradigm well worth changing. Try it. This may not sit well with some people, and I understand that because they value the news as a need to know. All I'm saying is just try to ignore all news for a period of 2 weeks and see how that affects you or changes your life and your thinking. You can always turn it back on again at a later stage. In my experience, I keep it turned off. This allows so much more of my attention for positive things that change my life for the better. So we've discussed how the power from the universe comes into you. Your senses are the aerials that pick this up. If you do not filter out this constant information, the five senses, and you let them get into the subconscious mind, then this mind cannot distinguish between real and false information. So this means that even a fictitious horror movie or a highly violent movie is still manipulating your mind and can therefore place it in a stressful situation. This gets it into a fight or flight mode and can most certainly affect your health. This is more proof that news and media and the entertainment industry needs to be reduced to a minimum. You can watch it, but recognize that it is not going to do you any good. You will be the person that knows the latest gossip of this or that conflict. Are there points in a game for you for that? You might be the winner. Personally, I have more important things to do that will add to my successful living, so I choose to do the things that assist me and improve my life. I would most certainly fail any test on what is the latest conflict or drama on the media machines. You can change. It requires commitment and consistency. This is part of the change. You must not compete with anyone other than yourself. Always compete with yourself because this is the best way to manage you. If you stay the same, then you have not done enough. If you get worse, then you have lost your intention and interest. If you have got better, then you are on the right track. Change for the better. Change your paradigm from not doing what is right to doing what will add to your success. What I can strongly advise is that you make a change to self-improve you. Use the tools on this channel or search for many ways to put you back in the driving seat of your life. Improvement should be a normal way of living. When you stop improving, then you need to ask why. If you found value in this video, then take a look at all the tools that we have available on this channel. Check out the playlists and the homepage. All you need to do is one positive move every day, and this will soon add up to your success in your life. Great future to you ahead. Best regards. Lots of healing.